Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jay over at Slow Ride Model Cars. I'm sure some of you guys know what this is. If you're into slot car racing, I used to be into it back in like '85. Also in the late '60s when I was really young, when it was really popular. We raced NASCAR, raced ACCA racing, modified. So we raced everything on an oval and road course racing. We did both. So we started out with a plastic model. All we pretty much used was the body. So I had a lot of parts left over. And I went through a lot of models because these cars are pretty fast. And when they crashed, it was pretty messy with plastic parts everywhere. So here's the chassis. It's all custom made out of brass and piano wire. And I don't know if you can see that it flexes because it's all hinged. You start out with a motor plate and the front guide piece, and then you build the rest to match that particular width of that body. That car did pretty good for me. I have a spare that I never got a chance to use because the other one was so good. And here's a spare chassis. That's how they are. Put weight on one side because we were running an oval. And the motor I ran in this one was a 27. And the only thing you're allowed to do is change magnets and put shunted brushes on it if you wanted to. And it was pretty fast. The 27 motors were pretty fast. And we also ran, like I said, the road course. That started out as the Whistler Mustang. Again, just custom chassis underneath. That had a 12 motor in it, or a Super Wasp, they called it. Every one of them custom made, every one piano wire and brass. Let me get something else here for you. I guess you guys know what this model is. This was my modified. That was a funny car from Johan. So I used it up. And we made an offset chassis, just like a real modified. Again, this was running a 12 motor, all soldered together. Pinion gear and ring gear, change ratios. And another car that did very well for me. And it's all flexes, everything flexes. And they go around the turns great. Here. Here's some other ones. Got an old time modified. Got an old Porsche. That was a Challenger. That was a street stock. Or a late model. I forget what we used to run. All the different classes we'd run. Here's another street stock. This was the Chevelle model, the green one. That was another 12 motor. We mostly ran the 12 motors, but the NASCAR, we run that 27. Like I said, that thing was so fast. And a couple other road course cars. This was a BMW. Got no motor in that right now. But like I said, I don't really use them anymore. This was probably 1987, 88, 89. That's about the last time I ran this. Another street stock Buick Grand National. Another 12 motor. Had the number on the bottom. This way it flipped over. You know what lane you were supposed to go into when you had spotters at the track. This is my controller. It was all handmade. Everything but the outer case was a Parma, but everything on the inside was hand built. Put a giant resistor on it. And that's where I liked it, so that's where I soldered all the wires, and you could change it for different resistance. Yeah. I thought I'd show you some of my slot cars that I used to run. And this is going to be a part 1, because I'm going to have a part 2 and show you some of my stash of older models that have been laying around since I did this. Like I said, 87 to 89, maybe around in there. So I ruined a lot of models, but I still have some oldies laying around. And then I get some newer ones, because I always knew I was going to get back into model building. Good fun we had back then. These are my first place, second place, whatever certificates you used to get for winning. Used to give $8 first place for that particular race. Depends on how many people joined. This was $5. I never even cashed these in, just stopped racing after a while. Here, actually 1991. It's dated, so. So yeah, we had a fun time. Bush race, first place. Bush race, first place. So, would you like to see these? Bring back some memories for some of you guys that used to run slot cars. It was fun. All right, guys. Like I said, this is a part 1. I'll be back with a part 2, maybe even a part 3. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the subs. And thanks for looking. Bye.